Today we are going to talk about living beyond the self. And I'll explain to you what that is. See, definitely when you shift beyond the self, what is self? Self is the ego identity. If you get out of that, you are doing more expansive living. Yeah, you will be stepping out from survival to contribution. So, first, let us become centered. Let us open ourselves completely to listening. Take a deep breath. Put your feet on the ground. Put your spine straight. Take a deep breath. Exhale. One more time so that we are listening with a clear mind. And I request everybody to listen till the end. So, for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes, you don't need to fix anything. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to become anything. You just have to be here. So I have a question for you. A very powerful question. Who are you living as? And who are you living for? So most people live inside a very small room that is called me. No? Whatever you call me, it's like a room and you are inside of that. My fears, my story, my past, my limitations, my reputation, my survival. And being in that room, being in your identity, being that self, feels safe, but it's also suffocating because it doesn't let you break out and live a more expansive life. So, breaking through the barrier of yourself begins the moment you stop asking, how do I protect myself? Mostly you're thinking, no, how do I protect myself? How do I keep myself safe? So when you stop asking, how do I protect myself? And ask, what wants to express itself through me? What wants to get created through me? So let's understand how the self is holding us back. So let me clarify once again. When I say live beyond the self, I'm not talking about rejecting yourself, okay? I'm talking about outgrowing a false sense of self that we have created. This false self is made of conditioning. No? So we are being conditioned all the time. You should be like this, you should do like that. Society demands like this. In our family, we do like this. You are this kind of a person, you're that kind of a person. So people with their words and people forcing you to do certain actions conditions you to be a certain kind of a person. So that becomes your false self. That becomes your elephant chain. So false self is made of conditioning. It's made of the labels that have been given to you and you are giving. It's made of your expectations. It's made of old emotional wounds and roles that you wanted to play in life in order to be accepted by others. A voice that says, what will people think? A voice that says, I'm not ready as yet. A voice which says, this is who I am, I cannot change. That is not your truth, that is your training. So, let's do a clearing. All these things that you're saying about yourself, you made them very important so that you believe them, you want to hold on to them. So what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about your judgments, your conclusions, your decisions, your computations, your strategies that will never allow you to live a life of infinite possibility that is waiting for you? Are you willing to drop and uncreate all that? If you're willing to do that, this is the session from you. This is the session for you, sorry. So let's make a shift from survival. So remember that identity that you have, that self-image that you have, the false self that you have was for your protection. It was coming from how do I protect myself? So the self lives in survival. Beyond the self lives in contributions. So here are a few questions you can ask yourself, honest, and give honest answers to yourself. Okay? Are my decisions driven by fear or possibility? Am I trying to avoid pain or create an impact in life? Am I managing in life? Or am I expressing life? I'm living life with gusto. So when you live only for yourself and your survival, what do? You calculate, you hesitate, you shrink, you negotiate with fear. Can you see how limiting that would be and how limiting that has been? So when you live beyond yourself, whatever self, the box that you've created, when you live beyond that, you show up and you are powerful only, even if you're afraid. You show up and you are effective even when you are afraid.
Recording in progress.
You speak up even when you are unsure. You act even without any guarantees. So have you noticed normally in life, okay, if I do this, what guarantee is there that I'll get the result I want? Yeah? So you'll speak up even if you're not sure. You'll get into action even if you're not sure whether the outcome is guaranteed or not. So why should you do all this? Because it's no longer about you. It is about what the universe or what the life wants to do through you. You and I are instruments here to fulfill the directions of the universe. So let's do a short exercise and expand outside ourselves. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly, and take another deep breath in and exhale slowly. And as you do that, become aware of yourself in your body. You know, like there is an air in a balloon. You are in your body. And become aware of yourself in your body. Become aware of yourself filling up every part of your body, your feet, your head, your chest. Be completely aware of this you inside your body. And start to notice that every time you say I, where do you feel the I? Where is the I? Is the I in your head? Is it in your chest? Is it in your name? Is it in your role in life? Now allow this, the real you, which is inside the body, to expand beyond the body. Keep on expanding yourself to fill up the room. Keep on expanding yourself to fill up your whole house, to expand the entire colony. Expand, keep on expanding beyond who you have thought yourself to be. You're expanding beyond your job title, you're expanding beyond your past. Start to feel yourself as this infinite being, not just a limited personality, and say to yourself, I am more than the story that I tell myself about myself. I am more than my fears. I am an expression of life. Life is happening through me. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths. Now see what you feel. Now, this is what living beyond the self feels like: spacious, powerful, calm, light. And this kind of living is called breakthrough living. So, what does breakthrough living mean? Breakthrough living is not about having a perfect life. Breakthrough living is not about eliminating problems. Breakthrough living is not about becoming fearless. Okay, then what is it all about? Breakthrough living is about acting from alignment and not anxiety. Aligning with a purpose that you declare. Working from there, not feeling anxious, okay, it will happen or not. Choosing purpose over your comfort. You know that we are so oriented to be comfortable. So even if something is uncomfortable, you're going to do it if it fulfills your purpose. Responding and not reacting. Living as the source of your life rather than the victim of your life. Yeah? Me cause instead of be cause. Now, people who live beyond themselves, outside of their identity, they lead without forcing, they love without controlling, they create without attachment, they serve, like they have a service mentality without become subservient. They don't keep asking, is this safe? Is this safe? Is this safe? No. They ask, is it true? So I'm going to give you 3 solid anchors for breakthrough living. The first one is shift the question. So there is a particular question that you live with, shift it. Yeah, so normally we'll ask, now, what is in it for me? Mujhko kya? What will I get? So instead of that, you can say, what is possible here? Or you can say, what can I contribute here? So get into action before certainty. We normally wait for certainty. Nahi, if I'm pakka. Yeah. So clarity will come after the movement, not before. Do one aligned action today, even if it is not perfect. Get into action. And the third anchor is release your personalization. Everything is not about you. If somebody gives you feedback, it is information for you, not an attack on your identity. If you failed at something, it is just a feedback. Okay, find another way to do it. That's not your fate, na? So when you stop protecting your ego, life starts to support your soul. So let's install this new identity. Put your hand on your heart and take 1 deep breath and say along with me, silently or loudly, I choose to live beyond my fear. I choose to live beyond my past. I choose to live beyond my limited self. I allow life to express through me. So this is not motivation, this is permission that you're giving to yourself to live beyond the self. So as you step into this fine day of celebration, remember one thing. You were not born just to manage your life. You were born to expand it. You don't have to become someone new. You just need to stop shrinking. And remember one thing, if you're not expanding, you'll start shrinking. So live beyond yourself and watch how life shows up for you then. So take one last deep breath, open your eyes and say, welcome. I welcome myself to breakthrough living.